Hello, Aquarius. It is me, Alex, and I'm a little late, but I'm here with your weekly tarot reading. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Let's see what God Angels Universe has for you. Queen of Cups. Okay, Five of Swords. King of Pentacles. There's my divine partnership. Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Right off the bat, it looks like a love triangle, but feels like you're attracted to somebody. You've been working a lot. I'm hearing that sometimes you guys don't know how do you say, put work to the side for maybe your love life, or maybe you're not willing to do that. Yeah, I feel like love is your Achilles heel, Aquarius. You got double eights there. Look at all this blocked energy. You got the Eight of Swords. You got the Five of Swords, thinking about yourself. Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, not willing to budge. I feel like either you're emotional in your feelings, or somebody has just revealed to you how they feel about you. But with the Eight of Swords, it's almost like true air sign. You got up in your head, and it's almost like you just really maybe can't picture yourself in a loving situation, loving relationship at this time. Maybe again, some of you guys are willing, it's almost like you're not willing to sacrifice your work, your financial goals, dreams, business for love at this time. But it's almost like, have you told your heart that? It looks as though some of you guys are wanting, love is just too hard for you, was what I'm hearing. I was going to say, it looks as though for some of you guys, it feels like the safer approach, at least for right now, is maybe to remain single, to just, kind of remain focused on your goals, your dreams and desires. Love is just too hard for you. You're in your head. You're disappointed. It feels like you're not over a past situation that might have hurt you or left you disappointed. I'm also hearing for some of you guys, you could have like PTSD related to love. Like you had this really, really, really horrible emotional experience in your life. And it's almost like you would rather work on your financial freedom, your independence, your financial stability, than to go back down that road related to love. And here's the numbness. But I do kind of feel like, again, your heart is open now, or your heart is looking to connect to someone. Your heart is wanting to be filled and loved on. But it's almost like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Let me remain focused. You got the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. This feels like, yeah, you've gotten busier lately. That's what it is. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could work like long hours, or you have the type of job where you just don't have time for love and or relationships. But I really do feel like emotionally, that's starting to take an effect on you. Some of you guys just could be outright lonely, is what I'm hearing. Nine of Cups and the Four of Pentacles is like, yeah, you're just not necessarily willing. I can't say not willing, but this is like being closed off to emotional love. It's almost like you got hurt in the past, and however you got hurt in the past, that person who hurt you has set an impression inside of you that makes you think and or feel that that's how love will be, or that's how relationships will be. It feels as though somebody might have abandoned you in the past. Angels are also saying too, somebody could have, how can I say this? Not cheated on you. It was almost like they led you on. That's what I'm getting. They led you on. They led you on to think that you guys were going to be together. And then it feels like all of a sudden they just pulled the rug from up under you, or from up under your heart. And that left you, I want to say, just disappointed, but angels are using the word eternally disappointed. Yeah, a lot of you guys are emotionally numb. Now, by the way, if this is not your energy, it could be the person that you're dealing with, obviously. But with this Queen of Cups and King of Pentacles on the table, I do kind of feel like you do have somebody in your energy field who would be a perfect lover for you. They're balanced, they're emotionally healthy, they could be financially independent, beautiful, passionate, lusty love. But for you, it's almost like you may be wanting them to kind of maybe prove themselves, not necessarily prove that they can love you or prove their financial stability, any of that. You're wanting them to prove that they're going to stick around, right? You're wanting them to prove that they're going to stick around because, again, that disappointment is looming around you. That Four of Cups and the Queen of Wands, yeah. And that this kind of looks to me like some of you guys are not interested in a relationship, right? You may not be interested in a relationship. Maybe you're just looking for friends with benefits, maybe something temporary. You have the Knight of Wands here with the Queen of Wands. It's almost like, yeah, you may just be interested in some sex-only situations. And again, it's because either if it's not your job specifically that grabs up a lot of your attention, if it's not your job specifically, it's just that you don't want to dedicate the time and attention to it right now. You're just, not necessarily in an emotional place. But again, I feel like this is what's looming around or swimming around in your head. Tell your heart that. So it looks as though, Aquarius, you guys are in a battle right now between your heart and your mind, because your mind is like, no, relationship's bad. Your heart is like, but no, I need love. Where am I going to get the love from? Being closed off to that emotional fulfillment because of mentally what you think, because of past experiences related to non-committal. There could have been some ghosting and or neglect, and that has just left you emotionally numb. It's almost like the only thing that you really care about or are dedicating your time or energy to right now is your finances and materialism. Look at that, Queen of Cups on Queen of Cups. Yeah, like I said, I feel like there's somebody in your energy field who would be a perfect match, but you have to make the decision and the commitment to give this a go. You're carrying around this past disappointment, this past hurt with you, and yeah, it's almost like anytime love starts to grow in your relationships, you may actually cut them off. Or, kind of, again, remind you, yeah, I'm not looking for anything. I can't even really say self-sabotaging, but it's almost like you were led on in the past, and possibly whomever you're interacting with. Once it gets to a certain point where the emotions start going, you pull the plug. So it's almost like you're now leading other people on. You're waiting for like that perfect love, but you're not necessarily open to it. We got Cancer here, we got Aries, we got Sagittarius, we have Taurus here, we have Aries here, we have Scorpio, and that is all. You got the Eight of Wands on Eight of Wands. Yeah, work is starting to pick up. You're becoming a lot busier. But I'm also hearing too, a lot of you guys are getting intuitive messages and intuitive hits, from Spirit saying to you, like, you got to balance it out. You can't just live in your head all the time, as I'm telling that to an air sign. But it's almost like you're eventually going to have to kind of settle the score with your heart. Recovery, yeah, that disappointment. And you're carrying it around with you. You're ready. So looks as though, Aquarius, it looks as though the universe is saying to you, hey, if this love interest is around you, you may want to go ahead and take a shot, right? You may want to go ahead and take a shot. Not only that, but with the Emperor here and the Queen of Cups, now these guys are a bit of opposites because she is pure water, that's Cancer, and this is Aries, which is that Martian energy, right? Mars in the sign of Aries versus Mars in Scorpio. Had this been a Scorpio card, I'd have said to you, okay, go for it. But since this is just fiery hot Mars with this water, yeah, it kind of feels like, angels just said to me, a fish out of water. Because I feel like that Emperor energy is you being emotionless, more so focused and steady and, just kind of keeping your eyes on the prize. The universe is giving you a sweet spot, Aquarius. It's up to you on whether or not you want to take it. But again, get more information. Aquarius wants to know that if they're going to invest their heart in this person, they want to make sure that this person is going to stick around and they're not going to leave them. Adjustments are required. You know what's crazy is I feel like you should maybe have a conversation with potential love interests and just letting them know, listen, it just takes me a long time to get comfortable or get used to somebody. I like to date a long time because I like to know what I'm getting into. I feel like just communicating that would relieve you, number one, and then number two, it sets the expectation for the relationship. Fiery climax approaches. That's that Queen of Wands. I feel like that Queen of Wands is almost like motivation and energy. It kind of feels like it's loneliness times 1,000, right? Loneliness on a rocket ship, as in a lot of you guys could be sick of being lonely, deeply lonely, you know, and are craving for it. At least emotionally you are, but mentally you're like, balance spirituality with practicality and you are good enough. Yeah, I feel like, again, this is like some self-realization, self-evaluation, Aquarius, where you, if at all, you're interested in a loving relationship, it's almost like you have to kind of go within and understand what weight you're carrying around from past relationships and how that weight is affecting current relationships, right? Because you got the Four of Pentacles here and also the Four of Cups. So those fours kind of says to me, you're not necessarily open. You're, you know, keeping your heart and your emotions to yourself. And then the Four of Cups is being numb, like ignoring the people who are around you who love you or at least want a shot at you. You know, because again, you're just, angels are saying you're quick to cut it off as soon as emotions get involved. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. If the reading does resonate, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I love you, Aquarius. Bye.